Hello, if you're new here, I'm from Hong Kong, and welcome to another Learn Cantonese with Radio tutorial. So how it works is you'll be listening to a recording, and at the same time you'll be answering the questions on screen right now. You can take a screenshot or take a photo or whatever, so you can answer the question while you're listening to the recording. After that, I will explain the answers, and if you find it difficult the first time, you can always go back, listen as many times as you want before going for my explanations or going for the answers. So yeah, let's start.
講起東京就係想講呢一個啊，京都啊，京都已經傳過好多次話，即係嗰個京都話即係會破產啊嘛。最近又講嘛，京都市長話：喂，我唔掂咯噃，咁啊講咩啦？嘥再咁落去㗎，少啲孖聲㗎咯喎，少啲孖聲喎，即係及時嘅咧，係啊 ，band 及時嘅咧咁樣。咁因為原來京都嗰度即係話佢嘅稅收嗰度好少嘅啫，嗰啲廟啊，即係阿楊之健你都即係對嗰啲有興趣㗎啦，係嘛？嗰啲廟係即係冇得收稅㗎嘛，即係幾百年㗎嘛，啲大學啊嗰啲。好多嗰啲舊嗰啲廟司又可能冇稅收啊嘛，咁所以基本上嘅稅收比較少。但係佢嗰個支出都好大，因為佢全部支出都係嗰啲公共嗰啲即係福利，譬如啲小朋友啊、老人家，尤其是老人家嗰啲好多啦。
因為佢人口好老化嘅。
咁跟住然之後，京都咧好似我哋嘅九龍城咁樣嘅，即係近陣時九龍城咁啊，佢唔俾起高樓噶嘛。咁就所以佢話喂，再唔改革嘅話或者咩嘅話咧，就會即係破產啊咁樣。咁你諗下，哇！真係京都啊！你一講起京都啊，你只會諗起嗰啲真係針插唔入嘅畫面，真係好誇張嘅咁樣，係咪？即係喺遊客即係最勁嘅時候，我諗即係如果數話去日本旅行嘅話，你真係見到個墟冚嘅情況，京都係其中一個你淨係，因為佢同嗰個環境咧好衝突啊，因為嗰個環境好靜嘅，係啦，即係你去廟
去到參拜
河啊，咁就見到呢啲聽到呢啲消息就真係會即係到底點樣咧？咁於是乎咪上去睇下咯。咁啊嗰個無意之中咧睇到一啲片咧就係咩咧？就係嗰啲 blogger， 嗰啲 blogger 咧就係譬如有啲可能喺外國人咧喺即係日本當地仲工作緊咧，咁啊跟住冇嘢做嘅時候，佢咪即係可能拍下片啊，就即係譬如一日遊京都啊咁樣。咁一日遊京都咧，嗰個畫面都幾震撼下。即係而家京都係點樣咧？如果你記得嗰啲譬如嗰啲咩金閣寺啊、清水寺啊、咩鴨川啊、金閣寺、銀閣場啊，即係所有呢啲，你一講完之後，哇！啲畫面即刻嚟咧，係一個人都冇。咁見到最多係咩咧？見到最多嘅風景咧，京都而家係閘啊！即係嗰啲鋪頭拉低嘅閘係成條路一路上去個寺，你只係見到拉低嘅閘。咁跟住咧，嗰個 blogger 咧就訪問一啲即係話仲有開鋪嘅一啲即係賣紀念品嘅鋪頭。咁佢梗係日文講啦，梗係講咩啦？晒船咪馬些同埋大鑊啦呢次咁樣。佢話佢今日全日嘅生意係700 yen。700 yen， 佢話我想喊咁樣，咁你諗下嗰陣時最 peak 嘅時候，京都嘅時候，你行上去嗰個廟，你即係嗰啲人係多到
佢行唔喐，佢哋拱你行嘅其實。
好啦，跟住然之後咧，嗰個 blogger 就即係不斷行翻晒所有即係京都嗰啲景點啦。咁嗰個畫面出嚟得到係咩咧？平時京都咧，你知啦，想要影一張咧，即係你自己嘅自拍照咧，你基本上喺你好難叫到側跟嘅人行開，因為你係不停有人經過，
有湧過嚟，
不停有遊客旅遊巴經過噶嘛。佢影嗰個 video， 我睇嗰個 video 咧係想揾個人都冇噶。
即係翻去18世紀嘅京都，
類似啊，跟住然之後咧，佢咪影住啲河，你只係聽到啲河水嘅嗰啲即係流動嘅聲音啦，聽到嗰啲雀仔啦，聽到間唔中有一架的士嗰啲，即係好似睇日本片咁樣啊，即係嗰啲東京物語嗰啲片咁樣咧，一個人都冇嘅喎。咁其實原本嘅京都係咪就係咁嘅？其實。即係真正俾你享受嘅京都，原來係咁嘅，
我哋去係為咗呢樣嘢，
而唔係啦。我哋去係為呢樣嘢，而唔係話 Blue Coffee 嗰度企咗成村人，跟住然之後爭住杯咖啡就要打卡啊！即係咁樣，唔係咁樣嘅。原來真正嘅京都就係依家嘅京都係咁樣嘅，就係個廟係一個人都冇，就係你好靜咁行。個片段係聽唔到廣東話，聽唔到普通話，聽唔到英文，一粒聲都冇啊！雖然有啲韓啊，
連日文都聽唔到，因為佢哋
係啦，日文都聽唔到。咁個外國人咧就話就形容話 beautiful， quiet 嚇，係啦嗱，你即係嗱，你都笑啦，當然點解笑咧？係真係我哋有陣時好多用嗰句咩 sad but true 啊，啲人好中意即係係咪啊慘但真啊嘛係嘛即係，其實而家京都係 sad but beautiful，即係佢係嗰種，但係佢真係最靚係咁樣，即係如果真正係即係京都係點㗎，咪就係咁樣咯。
So let's just jump right in to the questions. Question 1. Which of the following is one of the reasons why Kyoto is facing bankruptcy? The answer is C. Tax revenue is low while costs remain at high levels. So you can see that like he said 冇稅收比較少，但係支出都好大。稅 is tax， 稅收 is tax revenue， and 支出 is cost， 支出好大。So the answer is C. If you chose B, the population aging situation is becoming worse. It's not entirely correct. Like in this kind of multiple choice questions, you always have to choose the best answer, right? I believe at school, at some point you have come across this type of questions. And B is not entirely correct because the population aging situation is the reason why there is high cost, but it's not a direct reason as to why Kyoto is facing bankruptcy. So, yeah, okay. Question 2. 林海峰 said 你只會諗起嗰啲針插唔入嘅畫面。What is the meaning of 針插唔入? It means A. Very crowded. If you don't know this phrase, it's very hard actually to find hint to the answer because the only hint here is 虛冚, but then you have to know the meaning of 虛冚, and if you don't know the meaning of 虛冚, then I believe you most probably will get this question wrong. 虛冚 also means very crowded, and if you chose C, many tourists, it's very close, but it's not correct because 針插唔入 can be used in many situations, like for example in a big city of a big country where there are a lot of people, then you can use 針插唔入. They don't necessarily need to be tourists. They can just be normal citizens. Question number 3. What was so astounding to 林海峰 in the blogger's video? The answer is D, all of the above. So when you, let's see, so this is about the blogger's video. So astounding, 震撼 OK 咁啊，一日遊東京呢個畫面都幾震撼。震撼 means astounding or surprising. So the main keyword here is 震撼, and then you have to, so basically what he said after this keyword is important. So you can see the fact that no one was there is the first thing you would notice. 一個人都冇。And then the second answer you would notice is 喺條路上你只係見到拉低嘅閘。閘 is a gate. I'll put an image here so you know what 閘 is. So basically if you say 落閘 or 拉閘、閂閘 in this context, it means that the shops were closed. So yeah, and then the fact that it was so different from the past. So you can see that like he was comparing the peak. So when Kyoto was at his peak period, there were a lot of people. Like 啲人係多到, that means there were a lot of people. But like now there was no one. So the fact that it was so different from the past also surprised him. Question 4. How is Kyoto now different from the past? I think it's a relatively easy question. The answer is B. Shop owners may find it harder to generate enough income. So you can see the blogger interviewed one of the shop owners, and he said the whole like 生意 is revenue, and basically the whole day 今日全日 so the day, basically the revenue of the day was 700 yen. 700 yen. Like, I don't know how much it is in US dollars. Maybe you can buy 2 cups of coffee with 700 yen. I don't know if it's enough for 2 cups of coffee. So that's pretty bad. So how is it different? Because in the past there were a lot of people, right? And now there was no one on the street. Plus this interview, you can be very sure that the answer is B. Last question. Question 5. What's an ideal trip to Kyoto in their opinion? So the key sentence to this question is 我哋去係為咗呢樣嘢. So basically they are saying the sole purpose for the trip is whatever he said afterwards. And if they can't achieve this purpose or the aim or the goal, then it's not an ideal trip, right? So what does an ideal trip look like? You can see 真正嘅京都係點樣呢？廟係一個人都冇，好靜咁行，聽唔到廣東話，聽唔到英文，一粒聲都冇。So that means it's extremely quiet. And then he said further, 但係佢最靚就係咁樣。Right, so it's also beautiful, but extremely quiet. So the answer is B. If you chose C, seeing a sad but beautiful Kyoto, I can understand, because it is kinda like it looks like the answer, but again, when answering multiple choice questions, you always have to go for the most accurate answer, right? And this is not as accurate as what B describes. Also, there is one word or compound word I want to talk about is 打卡. So you may be wondering, why did I put taking a lot of photos as an answer? Because 打卡, the meaning of 打卡 is basically taking a photo of yourself visiting a famous place or a famous shop and then upload that photo to Instagram or whatever social media. So this is what 打卡 means. So I put this answer here, or I put this option here to trick people who know what 打卡 means. And so A and D are not the answers because he said 唔係咁樣樣. So 唔係企成村人，成村人 means many people. And waiting in a long queue, that means many people, right? So it's not that, and also not 打卡. So it's also not taking a lot of photos. So the answer is B. So yeah, like, subscribe, share if you find this video helpful, and I'll see you next time.